Hi, it's Teresa with Crafty with Teresa. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I have a couple things that I want to show you. We'll be using a card sketch today from page 22 of the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and we'll be recreating it in our own way. It's card sketch number 12. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I like to change things up a bit, so we're going to step up this card sketch and make it a fun fold card. Now it'll be easy peasy, as my grandkids say, and more great news, we're going to be using pattern paper scraps to make this fun fold card. I want to start off by letting you know that I'll be throwing in some sneak peeks today. I like to do that so that you kind of know what's coming up and what's coming around the corner. Before we get too far, I do hope you like this card and you like this video. And if you do, if you could please subscribe, hit the notification button, like and comment, because it really helps YouTube to notice me. Now enough of my chatting, let's get to crafting. First, let's take a look at the Country Woods paper packet. Now, this is a partial packet because I've already dug into it for scrapbook layouts and other cards. When I order pattern paper packets, I look at different ways to actually use the papers. My first thought was masculine cards. Well, here's your first sneak peek. Here are some of the cards we've already created using pieces of these papers. Second, I thought this paper would be good to kind of think back to the good old days and back to my childhood, where my parents shaped and molded me into what I think is a kind person. You guys could let me know. Because my friends are such an important part of my life, I wanted to take a minute to send them a card thanking them and showing them gratitude. Plus, I want them to know just how wonderful they truly are. You're probably saying, this paper made you think all that? Yep, it did. I know, crazy, right? So why did I decide to use this sketch? Well, as I was coming up with the ideas, I grabbed my glass mat and my expo marker and just went to town. When I was in my design mode for my one sheet wonder, I realized I'd have some scraps left over. Then I thought, let's not recreate the wheel, let's grab the catalog and use one of the designs from there. But before I go too much further, here's another sneak peek for you. This one sheet wonder has changed several times, but here's what it's shaping up to be. Now let's take a look at this card sketch today. Another product I'll be grabbing for this card is the Unbounded Love. It's a Stampin' die set bundle, but you can purchase either or. I've used it before, and I plan to use it often because it has so many great sentiments on it. Now the cardstock we'll be using is Night of Navy and Very Vanilla. Night of Navy will actually be the card base, and we'll take Very Vanilla and actually use it for the fun fold. Let me show you what I mean. The Very Vanilla, we'll cut this to 4 by 8 1/4. Then on the 8 1/2 inch side, we'll score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then we'll grab our bone folder and crease them. I wanted to step this up, so I thought I'd show you a technique here. So I grabbed my scratch paper and some early espresso, well actually I grabbed an ink spot. We'll take some low tack tape and create a little window, looking to make this Very Vanilla a little bit more rustic. We'll tear the tape and create that window. On the tops and the sides of the Very Vanilla, we'll do a swiping technique. Now I'm swiping it from the top to the tape. This is such an easy technique, and it adds so much to the card. Now, I did want to show you other options. You don't necessarily have to put the tape on here and make that window. You could just swipe it like this and it'll look just fine. Pick the option you like best because it's your card. Now that we have that look that we want, we'll go ahead and put the card pieces together. We'll grab those country wood pattern paper scraps, which happen to be 4 scratch pieces of 2 of them are 1 by 3 3/4. The other 2 are 1 by 3 3/4, but we're going to cut a 1-inch piece off of one of those pieces. That's what we'll use to finish off the bottom. Now as I fidget and I fidget, trying to figure out how I want this to look, what you'll see is I basically put the 2 1 by 3 3/4 pieces on the front with that little square wood piece on the bottom. And then on the inside, I'm going to add the 2 1 by 3 3/4 inch pieces. However, I'm actually going to add just a little sliver of Night of Navy to that inside piece. Now we'll take our sentiment that says, "You've got this, friend," and add it to the middle, and voila, we have our cute little fun fold card. So again, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you like this video, and until next time, have a great day.